Hello, everyone. Welcome to another DoD cast of the match of Price is Right versus the new team, Bedtime Now, on Week 7 Chamel. It's a makeup match. Bedtime Now took over for the defunct DreamWorks team and inherited their first three losses. They have received a forfeit win, and they've played one match already on Friday, which was a close loss against CIS on Thunder 2. So this is their second makeup match, and it'll be against Price is Right, and they'll be making up the Chamel week. On Friday, they played against CIS on Thunder 2, but they had to use three ringers. This match, they will have six from their actual roster, so this will be our first time seeing their actual team in full force as they intended it. They're going to have Chewy. She's the leader of the team. She'll likely rifle. And they'll have Hoolies, a former member of Spec, my old team. He'll probably be heavying for them, along with Johnny V, a DoD Discord community legend. Everyone knows Johnny V. And KN and Sean Luke, also known as Distinguish, or formerly as SN, and Tim Beluga. And Chewy, Hoolies, and Sean Luke all came from the washed up roster, so I kind of feel like this is a little farm team of ours, especially since Secretly and I ringed for them on the Thunder 2 match. And they're a European team. Chewy is from Poland. Hoolies is from Finland. Johnny V, I believe, is from Spain. KN's actually from Brazil, not from Europe. Sean Luke is from Britain. And Beluga is from Sweden. So pretty Euro heavy dominated team here. That is why they're playing an early match. And even 3 p.m. Eastern is a little late for some of them. That's where they got their team name, Bedtime Now. Hoolies said he wanted to go to bed and didn't want to stay up late, so they named their team after his desire to go to bed on time. And Price is Right's been around for a while. I'm sure most of you guys know most of their roster. I don't know who they're using in particular today. Dillard is a pre-roster lock pickup they grabbed. Allen typically heavies for them. I believe Toki and Corey generally rifle. I don't know who Disconnect is. That's probably an alias. And I don't know who their six is, but they're not in the buffered HLDV view here yet for me to tell you. But looks like their six will be joining soon. I can see in the Bedtime Now's Discord that they have their six, so the match should be getting started shortly. I've had all sorts of CVAR checker issues popping off, especially Hoolies, who just joined the game for the first time since a long time, and his one of his values was off by like 0.00000001. So I don't know what that was all about, but he appears to have got it corrected. So it looks like KN's going to be sniping for Bedtime Now. And when Johnny gets in the server, he'll be the second heavy, and the other three will be rifling. When I filled in for them on Thunder 2, Beluga was actually heavy, but it looks like Johnny and Hoolies are their heavies. Yeah, if you go in the Stamper, if you go in the league quote-unquote website, the Google spreadsheet thing, and you go to the servers tab, it has all of the HLTVs listed in there along with all the server connect info. I assume it's fairly up to date. If it's not, let me know. I can probably find it for you. So we got all the underpowered guys in here, just waiting for one more from Price is Right to join. I don't know who Disconnect is. Oh, I can't do a status from HLTV. I was going to look up his Steam ID. I've also adjusted my webcam here so you can see the ammo in the bottom right. I'll turn off all of this unnecessary stuff. I'll turn the volume down a little bit as well. We had it at 0.5 last time. Let's try 0.4. Let's see how loud that is. See if anybody's moving. That should be good. Recoil is the 6th that's joining in. Still don't know who Disconnect is, but let's see if that's actually someone on their roster here. Let's check that out. I don't think they have anyone named Disconnect on their roster. I could be wrong. That is definitely an alias. So I don't know who that is. Maybe they'll change their name and we'll figure that out. But normally they have Reptar Taylor also playing, but I don't know if it's one of them. Looking at their roster, I don't know who it could be if it's not one of those two. Or Caleb. Guess we'll find out. I don't want to bother them when they're in their match because they could have gone live already. This HLTV definitely has a delay, so. As far as this map goes, it's a pretty common map. I'm pretty sure everyone knows it. One of the big strategies is to blow or to not to blow when it comes to the broken doors, which open up different routes in the factory. We'll have to see off the beginning. There is no bazooka class in the config, but once the config is executed, bazookas will appear in the bins in the spawns, and teams can choose to pick up a bazooka and blow the door or not blow the door. On the ally side, it makes a huge difference because there's only one way in and out from the ally side of the factory coming from their spawn. You can always obviously come from underpass and sneak in the back way. But with this door here, it kind of creates this funnel point, which is good and bad. It's good in the fact that you know the access will be coming from there, and it's bad that they know you're coming from there. So with that blown, it opens up this new route into the factory. This one's a little less dramatic. It does allow people to come up from puddle to sneak into factory, but the allies can already get up there. They can jump up from here into the plank window, or they can come up the ladder of triple stack and jump over. And it's pretty easy to get to puddle from factory already, so it's not as big of a difference as the other doors. That's definitely a bigger game changer of a door to blow out. Still waiting on the screenshots here. Disconnect is still named Disconnect, so not sure who that is. Very friendly screenshot round so far. Team killing. I'm not sure why my mini map keeps reappearing. I guess I can't turn that off in HLTV. It just keeps coming back. Is it when I switch people? No. I don't know why it keeps coming back. But my mini map keeps coming back, which is basically, honestly, just in the way. Because you can't see much information on the mini map, so you don't really need to know where I am. You can see where I am. So, just wait for them to take their screenshots. Price is Right is 4-1 on the season. One of the better teams in silver. And Bedtime Now inherited DreamWorks 3 losses. So we'll see how they play against Price is Right today. If they'll be able to be one of the more competitive teams, or they'll kind of be in the bottom half of the Silver League. But given that they've pulled most of their guys from backups from other Silver rosters, I wouldn't suspect that they're going to be one of the top teams. But based on how well they play against Price is Right, you can kind of get an idea of how they'd do against other teams, like the Moose Knuckles, Fast Loris, CIS they just played, even though they only had 3 ringers. Kind of get a better feel for their true talent level at the start of 6 once they play this match today. I know Spanky was supposed to win the starting 6. I'm not sure which one of those on their roster is considered the backup if Spanky's the starter, but it could be a situation like we have on Washed Up where our backups are just as good, if not better, than some of our starters, so it could just be an interchangeable 7. And still waiting for the screenshots. A lot of people have died or moved on, so I'm not sure what the hold up here is. Maybe on Underpowered, since they have some guys that haven't really played yet this season, or in all since KTP started, they need to be reminded of the screenshots you need to take and how to record it and whatnot. Which don't forget to your end round screenshots from the HUD underscore takes shots 1 to automatically take the end round screenshots. There's a bunch of suspensions handed out, 1 game suspensions for people forgetting to have their end round screenshots in the last few weeks. It looks like this one is Caleb, so the mystery is solved there. Definitely looks like their regular starting 6 minus Taylor. They have Toki in for Taylor, but still a pretty strong lineup. I still expect them to give Bedtime Now here a lot of trouble on this match. But if there is any map that a weaker team can beat a stronger team, a map like Chamel is one of those where you can get some good pinch points to hold them back, set up a lot of people in the puddle. So like prone up here makes it hard for people to come out of the underpass. There's definitely some pinch points you can go to hold people back. We have the config executed. Looks like Price is Right is ready. Hopefully we'll get started here soon. Beluga's good luck having funning. Just waiting on both teams to ready up now that the config is executed, and we'll be on our way. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today, and I will let everyone know that there is also a 3 p.m. Match that Corey Marco will be streaming, so I will raid you guys over to Corey Marco once this match is over. I missed some conversation here. Oh, don't touch me, please. So they're talking about touching each other. Let's make that nice and quick. So, luckily the minimap hasn't come back up. We've got 2 readies, and we are supposed to be live? Oh yeah, okay, we're live. It didn't pull me back into spawn because it doesn't free look. So we got 1 sitting there, not moving in spawn. Didn't look like they had anyone in God spawn. We'll go check, see what's going on at the Price is Right side, see who's coming into the double windows. If they're sending anyone quads, got 1 coming quads, just a K9. Don't see anyone else coming in. So they sent 1 K9 quad, and everyone else seems to be flooding through puddle. Got a K9, got the sniper going connector, got 1 STG pushed up in underpass, and the other is going to sit up top, now jumping down throw a nade. Guy at overpass and the guy along at the end by the sandbags, and Toki gets hold. He's trying to fall down from underpass, gets naded in midair. That's unfortunate timing there. Got another person replacing Cooley's under the overpass, but he gets taken out by Allen, who is promptly pushing to that flag. We're going to switch to the first person here. Sean, also known as Gwish, is jumping overpass looking for someone to kill, but it looks like someone picked up the bar and was able to take out Allen, so they do have control of underpass and pushing in the puddle. Dillard and the other Corey have Factory on pretty good lockdown, but they get shot in the back by Gwish coming through the connector. Corey's waiting for him, seeing if he can take him out. That's huge for them to go take one of the guys out of quad windows. Maybe they'll be able to push in now, but the sniper has backfilled into quads. Johnny V coming back from spawn, working his way to underpass. Allies have a firm control of underpass at the moment. Luke also on respawn. Bullies coming on the respawn as well. See a lot of the Allies underpass team. They have someone up here. It is Johnny V sitting over by the lamppost, takes out 2 from puddle, doing a good job holding it down. Connector and upper puddle both waiting for Johnny V to push out, but he is just going to hold it. Here comes a nade, not connecting to anyone because they're both back. Johnny V, and they take out Hoolies. They should be able to get underpass now. I hear someone coming out of the table room. It is probably Gwish. It appears they're going to be sending him consistently to help out the underpass team. No, he is the factory. I don't know who that was over there. Chewy is also going factory. It's Beluga sitting over the sandbags trying to hold it down. Pretty even match thus far with the Allies controlling the underpass and Max controlling the factory. That's pretty normal. The extra guy is definitely helping them over the underpass. Caleb takes out Beluga in his able to cap it, but is quickly taken out by Johnny V. So now we have Johnny V over there looking to recap and hold this down. Haven't seen a lot of triple windows utilized yet. That's a pretty strong position. They're just choosing to sit by lamppost. Johnny V survives some shots and a nade. He's falling back a little bit. He's pretty low health. Waiting for the puddle push to hold it down, waiting for his reinforcements. TK from Beluga onto KN over at the factory side. Let's see what's going on over there. They're pushed up into wood, trying to work their way to the 1. Recoil snipes someone from snipes 2 guys from the wood room. He's going up top looking for more. Doesn't seem to ladder. Looking for the respawn wave. Not seeing it. They're going to have to get that underpass. Maybe they'll rotate someone back around through radio room if they're able to get a big enough push here through factory. Corey and Dale destroying everybody. And Recall jumps out of the upper windows with the cap out after they send the K9s to help out with the other. One cap for Price is Right. Doesn't look like anyone got Godspawn again for underpowered / bedtime now. Chewy looking a little confused off the start. They're going to have a slow entrance into both factory and underpass, it looks like. I don't know why they're moving so slow, but they're taking their time getting to both places. Able to take out Corey off the start. KN and Chewy takes out Recoil, so they have 2 down from factory already. That's a good start. About to get naded as KN. No, he's able to escape. Backs off. The Allies team does get the underpass and was able to take 2 out of factory, but they are playing a little passive, knowing that there's still at least 1 more in factory. Probably 2, because 2 nades came in. They have a really firm grasp of underpass here. 3 guys all sit in the same spot. They could bounce 1 nade into that wall off puddle and take out all 3. It's pretty dangerous for them all to sit there, but Beluga's able to take out Dilliard. And they're slowly creeping up. I hear some puddle. Sean takes out Recoil, but not until after Johnny V is traded. Another one coming from spawn, 1 guy upper puddle, and they're starting to make their push. There's Corey. They're starting to overwhelm underpass and flood in. Alan takes out Beluga. Chewy takes out Corey and Car Alley, but they were able to take underpass by flooding with a couple extra guys. That's the problem when you don't pressure the factory too much. They can just have 1 guy hold and keep you scared back in woodroom and flood some extras into underpass. The Allies have been doing a good job here, bedtime now, holding the underpass, but the Axis and Price is Right are compensating by just having 1 or 2 hold factory and rotating extra guys over. And bedtime now has not adjusted yet. So this is mainly what has been costing the game, has not been able to get into factory, despite having a good underpass showing. The rotation of Price is Right sending extra rifles into underpass to help out has been the difference maker thus far. Johnny V sitting there in table room waiting for someone to come in. Caleb on the respawn going up in quads. Not a lot going on in factory. They seem to have free reign of factory. Corey's able to take out one. Caleb comes in looking for some action, but Corey gets the other one as well. Caleb finds a bar and is going upper wood. There is someone down by that little library down there. It is KN, and he is able to take out Luga takes out Dilliard. So they do have 2 guys from the factory team down, but Caleb is here in 1, just waiting for something to happen. Recoil takes out KN. He's trying to shoot everybody, but there's just too many there. Probably should have waited a little longer, but hey, why not go for it? You never know. Maybe catch them sleeping. Their team is bedtime now, so they might be tired. You never know. Alvin's pushed up in a table room, waiting for the respawn wave to push him. Nothing coming yet. Recoil takes out KN again, but is traded by Johnny V. Recoil had 3 or 4 kills on KN there from Woodroom, but they were finally taken. Well, Allen's making a push, but is taken out by Hulu's. Toki's going to take out 2 more and push the 1. That's a 3K for Toki. Looking for more. Tries the pistol, but is able to take out but is taken out by the 2 guys pushing out of rubble room to come save their 1. It's a pretty good showing there, but there was just too many. Hulu's taken out by Corey sitting there in the broken door. Dilliard on the respawn heading up to quads. It looks like they still have a firm control of factory. Bedtime now is going to need to figure something out to take out this factory. They haven't really ever had control of factory at any point, and we're almost halfway through this match. They have been able to hold off a few cap-out attempts other than the 1, so if you can keep the score low, that would bode well for them going into the second half if they could get maybe 2 or 3 cap-outs in Axis themselves. But the Price is Right continues to have their way with the factory side. Dilliard's slowly working out, looking for people. He tried to the captain just sprinted. He does have caution getting hurt. There's a second cap out for Price is Right, now with a 2 cap out lead and a decent amount of hold points, because once they got underpass, that was hard to take back as well once they rotated some guys through there. Off the respawn, Corey's heading up to quad windows. Let's see if there's a God spawn looking to take him out. Doesn't appear to be any God spawn pushing or nading, so phone free there, and we'll see what goes on. Still not pushing hard are the Allies. Corey's able to take out the sniper and is pushing into wood. Able to take out a second. Looking for the third. Not sure if that dead nade's going to get him, or was there a nade? Don't know if he got the nade off or it exploded in here. It looks like we had a disconnect from Sean, who is just now reconnected. Screenshots. Corey takes out a third and a fourth coming through ladder. They have the one, but Toki is able to kill Johnny V and get the underpass for a quick third cap out. Now it's starting to get a little messy for bedtime now. That disconnect just cost them a cap out. So we're going to have to figure something out here, because now they're down three caps. Unfortunate they had that disconnect. What are they going to do? Looks like Chewy got the Godspawn and chooses to watch quad windows with the Grand, able to take out Corey. Johnny V tossing the nade. About to get naded himself, gets naded from Allen. The other heavy survives. Recall has chosen to go car alley, and it gets killed by Chewy from upper platform. Allies are starting to get a little better, but they are literally self-destructing with 2 suicide kills. So what was starting to look good quickly does not end well. It's 2 suicide. Caleb takes the Unter and finds a bar over there at underpass and is pushing up into the table room. His teammate seems to be following. This could result in a 4th cap out. Beluga's there in upper radio, making a lot of noise, trying to chase them down, but doesn't matter because Hoolies takes out Caleb, and Allen quickly trades him. But Beluga's able to trade that and may be able to get the underpass back if the respawn wave isn't there yet. Checking all the corners, being cautious, looking at the end. Sees the nade come in, so knows someone's there. Probably going to wait for backups before he pushes to cap the underpass. Toki takes out the backup of the overpass, so Beluga's going to be a little more cautious, waiting for the push. Toki's able to jump out and spray down Beluga and then camp position. Allen nades up towards table. No one's there yet. Here they come now, but they got 3 guys on underpass. It's going to be tough to take out. Over at Factory, it looks like they finally got a push in a Factory. Got 2 guys out there. They might have their first Factory cap here. They do get a Factory cap. KN pushing up at the quad windows, trying to stop the respawn. Scoped in on the quad window stairs. Sees one, gets baited, and does not get him after the Jiggle Peak pulls him off his position. Corey's able to take out 2 from quads. Billiard's got a firm control of connector here. And it looks like it's all prices right again. They have a firm control of both Factory and underpass now. He seems to have pushed out a table, but is taken out by Caleb behind the top of the underpass steps. Now they're all huddled around their one, trying to prevent any more damage. A 4th cap out would pretty much be out of reach. You see one upper wood. Oh, that's 4 people down at their one. And they have guys at underpass. Don't know if they're going to be able to stop them in time. Respawn wave pulls up, but it's too late. They're able to get that 4th cap in now. This is starting to get out of reach. Price is right with a strong showing. It's unfortunate that one of those cap outs came from a disconnect, but in the grand scheme of things, they had 3 convincing cap outs otherwise, and that's probably not going to be the difference maker in this match. Allen's making his way into puddle, priming that nade, toss it up above the trees. Barely escapes the nade coming down from above, but is taken out by Johnny V. Beluga and Hoolies are taken out, and Johnny V's here all by himself trying to hold off the wave into underpass. Oh, they didn't cap there first, but they still have Sean here at the trees waiting for them to come up. And he's not able to kill that guy, and it doesn't matter anyway because they get their 5th cap out, and this is quickly becoming a rout. Yes, Stamper, this is they're starting out pretty strong. Bedtime now had a strong underpass showing and was able to hold out the cap outs coming in from Factory to 1, but price is right adjusted. Started rotating some guys underpass to help out, and now the route seems to be on. Dilliard going car alley. Corey picks one from quads off the start. Dilliard looking for him to push out. They haven't been very aggressive on the initial push out of Factory. Just kind of holding the wood, hoping to kill some guys first, but that strategy has been working from Hoolies with a 2K over an underpass before being naded by Toki. Johnny V is still there as well. Beluga taken out. We'll see if Johnny can hold out the axis wave to the push, and he does kill one. Sean gets a 2K over at Factory. Things are looking good at the moment for them. As a bunch of Axis are respawning. Let's see if they can make any headway before the Axis respawn wave comes back. Allies do get their own one and the Factory. KN takes out one coming into quads. Not sure where from, but Recoil is now up there with a K9. Feels some damage coming from the upper lower platform before being taken out from KN. And Allen and Connector is able to stop the Chewy advance. They're feeling a little bit of pressure here for the first time, but KN is doing a good job. Let's go find KN. He's been their star player thus far, and he is sitting in Connector, trying to get someone car alley through the door. Not working. Goes over to the car through Connector and is able to take him out. Here's some guys coming Connector, chooses to retreat a little bit. Here's guys quad is really going to retreat down into car alley, looking for more kills. KN leading the way with 17 kills for bedtime now, followed by Chewy and Johnny V at 13. Johnny V and KN weren't in the match against Thunder 2, so it's good to see them. Solid players so far for them. Just too much coming into the puddle with Toki at 2K, able to hold them back from any push, and they do have their factory back now, and KN's not there to prevent the push. So there's probably going to be a push into wood here soon. Sean takes out Toki over at underpass, defending that. KN looking quad windows, sees one, is able to take out Recoil. Doing a pretty good job sniping allies here is KN. It seems to be the bright spot over at factory. Although there was a moment where Recoil's pushed into wood and killed KN 3 or 4 times in the same exact spot. Sometimes it just feels like you're smashing your head against the wall. But KN dodges a nade, is looking for the push, jumps out, looking for anyone in quad windows, nothing coming. Nade's coming, and is able to take out KN, and they're going to be able to push into wood. Sean's there spamming the broken door. They have some guys in rubble room holding them out. Chewy takes out 2, so it looks like they're going to be able to make a little bit of a push. See if they can get aggressive on the guy a little bit. Pistol looks like it's Recoil with the sniper. Getting aggressive with the nose cups, was able to use the Recoil was able to take him out with the pistol. Some reinforcements coming for Price Right. Johnny V pushing into radio, checking the corners, not seeing anyone. Bunched up and tailed and tossed them, getting bunched up there as Allen is waiting for him. Recoil's moved his way up into wood, waiting for the allies to push in. Pre-firing through the wall, doesn't connect on anyone. Price Right is up by 5 caps, looking to make it 6 here. Have strong control of the wood room here. And Chewy's sitting at the 1. It looks like the Caleb is at the top of underpass by the lamp here, so the allies probably have a stranglehold of the radio room, and they do. And KN also disconnects now. That is not a sign of one of their stronger players. This is probably going to be a cap out if it does. That's unfortunate. 2 disconnects leading into 2 cap outs. Yeah, it is nice having 2 streams going right now. It's fantastic. I appreciate you guys watching this one, checking out the new team. Unfortunately, it's not going well for them with 6 cap outs going in the first half thus far. KN has reconnected. His rates are adjusted by the C-bar checker, and we'll see how it goes now that he's reconnected. This is kind of bad news for their stat line, as they're disconnected. Hoolies hits the tree with his nade, a little rust there. Not able to get it through. They do have their full team up here at underpass, but the factory seems to be going well into Axe's favor despite the God spawn. They were able to kill off the God spawn and push up and through anyway. They're playing passive, not even capping the flag for the points. You think they'd send at least one of their guys here to go cap the flag. But Johnny V is able to take out Allen, who's wondering why the flag's not capping, decides to push up. Very passive approach to underpass at the moment. Beluga coming back to help out over in that direction. Hoolies is pushed up to the double sandbag down from overpass, and they finally do cap it. Johnny V takes out Toki and Puddle, and they have a decent grasp of underpass here. KN working his way back out of spawn. See if they can get factory. Not being able to get factory has been the telltale time here. Telltale story of the match here. The Price is Right team of Dillard, Caleb, Corey, and Recoil have just been having their way at factory. And KN's strong sniping performance hasn't been able to help them out. They're doing the push through from 1 to come up behind the underpass team for the cap out. And they are successful for their 7th cap out. And this is getting out of control here. This is going to be a huge blowout. Yes, Corey and Dilliard and Recoil, they're all doing an amazing job over at Factory. There's quite the rout over there, and the allies are afraid to push out. They're just, because of the massacre, which is making it even easier for the Axis to hold the factory, because they are playing passive. And is able to take out Dilliard, but the Axis still have a firm control here in Factory. The underpass team of Johnny V, Hoolies, and Beluga hasn't been doing a bad job over an overpass, but this game is being won in the Factory with an astonishing 7 cap-outs for Price is Right. That's a massacre. And underpass team appears to be down. And coming out of wood is Recoil, but he's taken out. So it looks like the Factory team isn't going to get a quick advance onto 1. But the weapon swap almost cost him. It does cost Sean trying to swap weapons, but Caleb is ready for him. Making a push out, doesn't see anyone. Here's someone. Is able to take out Julio. But he's taken out by KN, who's standing right by the flag. A lot of guys there. Caleb getting a little greedy, trying to sneak out there and take on the whole team. But it does not cost him. Like this, when you have a 7 cap lead, you can kind of do what you want and try and go for more. Why not? 30 seconds left in this match. Recoil making his way through the room. Got a bunch of allies there. Sean able to take him out. They're still kind of huddled around their 1. Pushing up in the radio room, looking for guys. Not seeing anyone in the radio room. Beluga is taken out by the Allen pre-fire, and he's working his way to the 1. But Hoolies is up in the double windows from the upper radio room that'll take him out. Toki kills him as he tries to push into radio room. He also works his way to first, but Chewy is there and ready for the task, and that's the end of the first half. I apologize, I forgot to record the HLTV demo, but that is a 355-30 victory in the first half for Price is Right with 7 cap-outs. 2 disconnects for Bedtime Now definitely hurt them. 2 of those 7 cap-outs were definitely related to those disconnects. Yeah, it's if you're cheering for Price is Right, this is quite the exciting match for you here. We're going to sit here and buffer. Hopefully they'll wait a good 1 to 2 minutes, however long this HLTV buffer is before they start, so we don't miss any of the action. But let me switch over and get that screenshot from the first half. We can discuss those the scores. Move this over here. And KN, it only shows 5 of 6, but he was about 17 and 17 before he disconnected. Had a lot of good moments, but once he got pushed back, Recoil in the wood room seemed to be a lot for him to overcome. But once he was pushed into Factory, he was doing a lot of damage. Chewy with a good showing at 20 and 26 going Factory with the rifle. And Johnny V was doing well over there at the underpass. Also had Hoolies going with them at underpass, who was a little rusty. Probably hasn't played seriously since back like in the CPL days, so he's trying to get his sea legs under him. Sean Gwish also disconnected, so we don't know his final score, but he had a decently strong showing at Factory, all things considered. Was able to get a couple 2Ks and get some pushes. But the big story was the big, huge pushes and kill streaks from the Price is Right Axis team going into the Factory with Dilliard and Recoil and Corey with strong showings. Corey dropping 31 of 15. That's a really strong showing, him going up quads. And Recoil also 22 and 17 going quads. That was really the big story because they were afraid to push out lower and upper platform. That kept them pushed back in wood most of the game. And that was pretty much why they got run over so bad, was the performances by Corey and Recoil over there in Factory. Not to take away from Caleb and Dilliard also getting a few kill streaks and helping that Factory team push through. Allen and Toki did a decent job over at Underpass. Sometimes they needed a little help from the rifles to break through because the Johnny V, Hoolies, and Beluga were doing a pretty good job preventing them from just pushing in hard. So that's the story of the first half. 7 cap lead for Price is Right, and it looks like we are now live for the second half. see a bunch coming through. I don't know if anyone got God spawn. It's a little late on the draw here. But looks like we have Toki and Alan going underpass. And Corey taken out early. Hilliard takes out Sean, and Hoolies gets a nade on Alec. Pretty easy. Every time one dies, the guy from the other side dies. Allies seem to get a leg up. Third kill and the fourth kill, and have secured underpass, factory, and puddle, and are pushing out to the one. Don't see anyone. Nope. Tries to sprint for the flag, but gets Hilliard there. Trying to take out the two. Takes out two, but more respawn waves come in and are able to prevent the cap out. Johnny V's there now as well. It was looking scared for them for a moment. Got the library. Johnny V's there ready for him. And bedtime now is pushed back to one, trying to hold off the wave. We're able to kill a couple. Comes out of quads. Doing a little loop-de-loop around by their spawn. Still alive. Chewy's desperately holding on to the one flag. Doesn't see much help from anywhere else. See someone coming library, but lets Rico walk in right behind him while she's worried about library. I don't know why she wasn't more concerned with that area. There was someone looping around that little ruin building there, and no one had killed that person yet. All of her teammates had died, so she probably should have been focused there. But it's really tough when you got guys coming from every direction. The last alive on the flag there, so only so much you can do. Toki gets a nade on Kaon off the start. That should help their team. Toki's got the gospel 2 in connector before Johnny V pushes into puddle and is able to take him out. Allen sitting there at underpass might push up and cap this. Throws a dead nade, looking for it, picks up, tossing it puddle. And it doesn't kill anyone, but they do have a pass with factory and pass. Jumping out, takes out one, and teammates in connector. It looks like another good push towards the Axis 1. He hears someone out in the puddle. He's able to take out the guy by church. He's on, looks puddle, but Beluga's hopped out of the puddle with a flag, catches him by surprise. Dilliard's able to take him out. Bullies is now there by the tank. Looking to defend his one. Looking up the library, sees someone there, is not able to kill him. Rushes him, but recalls up the task. KN looking for people coming through the factory. Hasn't found anyone yet, but it sounds like Toki takes him out. Sounds like they're still getting a push to the one. But Johnny V's sitting in the puddle, waiting for him to push out. That puddle does make noise that they can hear, so it might not be a surprise. Kind of bunching up here in the puddle. Someone could turn the corner and mow them both down. I'm kind of lucky that hasn't happened yet. Let me turn off that mini map for you. And Hoolies TK's Johnny. And but KN is able to take out Toki pushing in. Caleb has found himself a sniper rifle, watching the Beluga trying to get up in library, taken out by the Half-Life 1 engine in the steep angles, but eventually gets there before being taken out by Allen, who gets a nice 2K there. Toki on the respawn, a bunch of Axis respawning now. Dilliard waiting for people to come try and get the factory. Thinks he hears someone in puddle. No one's pushing him yet, and they finally do. Takes out Sean in connector. Looking for more damage. Peeking all the different corners, slowly working his way up, looking to U-turn. Misses a shot. Backs off, tries to get a wall, misses. Another wall. In heavy retreat mode now. Waiting for Corey to come help him out. Corey also trying to scam through that wall. Nothing connecting yet, though, this far. Working his way back down to Car Alley. Thinks he hears someone. Did hear someone. Someone else took him out for him. Picks up the car in Car Alley. His teammate takes out the guy in upper puddle, and he's able to push through. He's able to take out Beluga. Looking up the puddle again. Looking U-turn. Working his way up towards hauling the library exit. I don't know if he knows someone's there. He does know someone's there. Johnny B is able to take him. Before being traded by his own teammate Hoolies, who is now pushing into upper puddle. Dilliard with a 2K nade. Caleb reverse watching his underpass flag. I'm not sure if someone's coming up behind him or what they were looking for there, but now he has his attention focused back on puddle. Here's someone coming through the water. Allen takes that guy out. Caleb doesn't have to do any work there. Allen does it for him. Bedtime now does survive a second cap out. They're able to weather that storm, and we're able to take out, factory back, and got a couple kills there. Two guys pushing in through puddle, trying to take out the guys at underpass. Johnny V gets one with an nade. The overpass guy shooting at Johnny V. I don't know what happened to the overpass guy, but they are able to capture factory. He's going to nade up top in case there's someone up there. Gotta make sure Johnny V's up there. Allies do get the factory back, and like I said, better make sure Johnny V's not up there and he TKs them. Those are going to be some of the struggles for a new team that just formed that hasn't played with each other much yet, is that communication, kind of knowing what your teammates are doing. Woolies tries to watch the exit table room, but it's promptly taken out. And back to the familiar situation. Have to be capped on. Cam doing a good job taking out two guys pushing the one, looking for more. Just tries to try to shoot through the wall into connector. I haven't actually seen that done before. That's a pretty smart wall bang there. And Batoki is sitting there and is able to take him out as he tries to push in. It's a shame his wall bang didn't work. That would have been a nice clip. Thank you for those that have stuck around. It looks like most people have left this route. Probably moved over to Corey stream, but those that are left, I will raid you over to Corey stream once this match is over. I will be streaming it in its entirety. Corey up in the plank window. They got 3 allies in the plank window. Quads. Corey takes out one. Slowly working his way down, looking for anyone in the spawn house building there. Doesn't see anyone. That's in front of him. Corey's going to take this down. He's ripping on the before being taken back from the They're in desperation mode trying to defend their one. Tries to snipe one and then get in there, but his team is able to push out and turn the cap out anyway. So there is the second cap out for Price is Right. Adding to their total from the first half, they now have a 9-cap lead, and we're about halfway through the second half here. Let's see if anyone got a God spawn. Looks like Billiard has the God spawn. Slowly pushing up. Someone else had the God spawn's already in quad windows. Is Corey after nading someone. Already pushing to the one. Looking for the respawn wave. Doesn't hear or see it coming yet. Gonna push up. Will he ninja or just cap it? He is gonna sit there and wait. So they don't think he's here yet. Bunch of kills. They got factory and caps out. I guess we'll call that a ninja cap for the 10th cap. Wasn't really hiding anywhere, just kind of waiting to cap to not drop himself. They do get their 10th cap, and that is a lot of caps for any match. Corey gets God spawn again and is pushing out. We'll see if he gets a nade in the flank window and push down to their one again, just like he just did there. Looks like the sniper actually also got a God spawn. Corey bringing the nade, checking connector, going bunker, jumping out, looking to work his way into the quad windows. Not a lot of push into factory. They're just kind of letting the Price is Right allies in, and Corey has snuck his way back to the one flag again. Doesn't hear anyone, and he will probably sit here and wait again. Working for their 11th cap. He decides to go ninja this time and actually kind of hide a little bit. Now he's going to still sit by the flag. They can still run by him. This still is a ninja spot, but waiting for the call from his factory team to let him know to cap it, and he gets that call. He decides to cap it, and there is the 11th cap out. And this is quite the massacre. Looking at the scoreboard, we have 4 players in Price is Right in double digits kills already. And on the axis, you have Chewy and Sean with 8 and 9 kills respectively. Not doing bad there for them, but overall, it's not going well for the team. Have a couple guys with only a couple kills, and they're non-aggressive nature. Kind of letting guys like Corey have free range to push where they want. I don't even think they've realized he's been coming through the quad windows to the one in his last 2 caps. And he's doing it again, and this will probably be another cap because they have no idea he's here. He decides to go ninja in the tower, letting the spawn wave run by. Must not have a firm grasp of factory. They do have factory. He's going to work his way out. One is taken out by Chewy. Unfortunate there for his cap dreams that they looked left right as factory is capped. Probably assuming there might be a ninja there, and they were able to save that cap out. Only 11 cap outs now for Price is Right. Almost had their 12th, and as Corey just pushes right through factory with those God spots right down quad windows. Then Bedtime now not sending anyone quads, and that definitely cost them 2 cap outs. They do have Sean up in quads now, and is able to take out 2. They're able to get a push back into underpass and into factory. Got a nice little push going here. Beluga taking 1 out, coming out of table room. Here's another. Waiting for that person to come out. Tries to wall bang him. Here's lots of noise in there. His teammate goes up, getting aggressive. Sean takes out another 2K in Factory. Doing a good job over there is Sean. That's a 4-kill streak for him. A double 2K to bring himself up to for him there, the double 2K. Sees someone bounce around for a little, tries to wall him, isn't able to take him out with 2 walls. I would think that would be a little more wallable than it is, but they are able to eventually take him out. One coming in. His teammate's getting a little aggressive before falling back. And Allen's working his way into table room, taking out both, taking out Hooligan in there before being taken out by Johnny V camping outside of table room. So they're starting to get a little bit of a push. It's bedtime now through the underpass. Obviously, it's too little, too late. This is absolutely insurmountable, but it is good to see them, you know, having some good streaks and figuring out how to work together as a team. That would be valuable going forward. This being their first match with 6 of their actual roster members, it's going to take a little for them to get going and working as a team. Maybe this team will reform for Season 3 and get some valuable practice at the end of KTP Season 2. They are able to get Factory and Underpass again, but Billion does push up and is able to retake Underpass, and doesn't seem like there's any threat of a cap out there based on how slow he's pushing up. Pushes the puddle, takes out one coming from the U-turn, tries for a second, but Beluga's up to the task. Corey, Wallen, Lower Plaid, and Dora just spraying everywhere with the Grand. Why not spray and pray some walls? Maybe get a nice little clip for a movie here. The route is on. Might as well try to get some movie clips. Catches one in bunker. Looks car alley. Sees a teammate. Heads into bunker. Looking at the connector. Working his way up in quad windows again. He's been a terror in quad windows as both Allies and Axis. Although his Allies' terror has been mostly from ninja capping. The Axis terror was him just shooting everybody. They seem to have decided to finally look at the quad windows after it cost them a few times. And they are playing a little better here. Able to hold out any further caps, but they are down by 11 caps, so we'll see what goes on. Johnny V working his way up in the library. Decides to sit and wait for more to come. Also has a rifle at the one. Here's someone coming close to the tank, but that is horribly clipped. Good luck shooting through that tank or anywhere around it. Those tanks have very poor clipping. But his teammate is able to push out there, take him out. 3 dead for bedtime now, and the push is on to their first. They didn't really push out. They were kind of huddled. It was a huddle just about for their team gets one, pushes up and tries to capture your first. That's 5 down. Some respawn waves are back in. They have 2 up at the 1. And here comes the rest of the respawns. The Allies didn't push it too hard, so they're able to get the respawn wave, continue the defense. Johnny hugging that tank. With that one coming out of the quad windows. Coming out of laundry. Does anyone see the guy coming out of the quad windows over there? Someone takes someone out of U-turn. Quad windows did die, and Chewy is working her way up into the plank. Jumping down in, they have control of Factory again. Hoolies takes out the lower plat. Might be able to push into wood room, but the reinforcements are in the bunker, the rubble room. But Hoolies takes out a recoil and is working his way up into ladder. Here's someone. Probably have to fight here. Oh, tries to push out, but Billiard's up to the task with a nice shot right to the face of Hoolies. That was nice. Got a guy over here at slab looking to defend the Factory. Going back to first person. Here comes the respawn wave for the Allies through wood. Look to the Factory. Corey takes out the quads. Sean was the guy at the slab. So Caleb using the STG trying to slow down the quad windows. Decides to move to the bunker, but he's taken out by Sean, who is over there by triple stack somewhere still. Toki is in the trip windows, a common holding spot for the underpass, just trying to keep the flag they have as the bedtime now is starting to figure the Factory out a little bit here, able to get a few kills. KN tries a wall shot through the bottom of the quad window stairs. I don't know where that shoots, but he was definitely trying to take someone out in Factory there through that wall. Now he's just waiting for someone to push out to the top of quad steps and is able to take out Corey there before rescoping in. No one else coming. Falling back to his one. Does have some support here at the one. Sounds like there's a guy up in the library. They have almost their whole team huddled around the one again, waiting for a push. Big push hasn't come yet, but Chewy is able to take out Toki. Ken watching those quad windows, heard a nade come in. Here's another nade come in. It's not rolling down on him. fully expect someone to come up in there after all the nades. And speaking of nades, Hoolies takes out Johnny V again for the second time this match, and that one slowly trickles down the steps. That nade from Corey is able to take out KN, and I assume Corey will be coming down the quad steps, and he is. There's a nade in there. Caleb with a nice 2K, and Dillier taking out one. Here comes a push. They're working their way out. Corey finds himself a sniper, waiting for the respawn wave, takes out one. Johnny V takes out Beluga, and there is the 12th cap out for Price is Right. Looks like they have Caleb in the God Spawn. Let's see what he does with his God Spawn. Thank you all for viewing this route. Price is Right is up 12 caps to 0. It is probably 500 plus score differential at the moment. Caleb tosses it out. This pushes into the battle here with Chewy, but loses that battle. Two are able to push through connector. Beluga's going up broken door. But Recoil, Corey take out two, pushing in before Sean gets a nice push on looking to kill someone through the door. Doesn't find anyone yet. And allies have underpass, and Hooley's taken out by upper plat. Looks like they have a guy in bunker 2. I was going to say they're about to get factory, but no, the allies are pushed out and ready for the task. KN is back in, hold the bottom of the corner. There's another wall shot in the middle of the factory. That must go to the flag. I'm trying to get them before they cap the flag, but this is an unsuccessful wall bang thus far. Working his way to the quads and is taking out the player who is working his way down to their wall. Waiting for the respawn wave, shoots holes in his face, working his way around tank, sees one by the back tank, is unable to take out Johnny V. That was a battle of the poor clipping, and Johnny V won before being taken out by Corey, and they sprint in and just overwhelming them again for their 13th cap out, and they might be up over 600 points now, which is a mammoth score on a map like Chamil. That is definitely a huge score. Recoil with the God Spawn should have a pretty good sniper position. Should be able to pick whoever comes quad. No, gets naded and has to push back. So the Axis are able to get into factory. Recoil takes out Sean at the plank. Plank window, looks connector. Someone kills his teammate from the car alley. Johnny V takes out his teammate and Recoil and then retreats back to puddle. Caleb is in upper wood, looking through the wall or something to upper platform. I don't know, maybe just listening for sounds. I don't know what's going on here. Waiting for them to push in, looking to wall someone, I guess. Listening for someone to come upper lower plat, spamming the wood for some wall kills. Nothing coming, spamming. Lots of spamming. His teammates are back. And then make a push into factory, but are taken out by the Axis factory team. They only got Corey left here. Sounds like there's somebody left, but he's able to take out Chewy, grab the sniper, looking for more, before being taken out by Sean. Sean is having a great half on Axis. Distinguish, formerly known as SN, has 21 kills, doing a great job for his team on Axis. Nice work by him. He is taken out by Caleb, and Alex is trying to get back in the factory. The Axis are seeming to, Bedtime now is starting to get a little bit of teamwork and back together towards the second half of this match, but Price is Right has just been too good and is able to take them out. Price is Right does get their underpass back, and Toki is pushed up U-turn looking to cap out the one. And the allies get the factories looking for someone. Here's someone who takes the springboard and is able to get it despite being killed. The wonderful DoD feature where you can die even after you've capped out. It is definitely you dying after you cap out on the single cap as opposed to you dying in cap. But on the double caps you have the opposite, where you can kill someone and have the double cap still finish its cap. I should say the time cap. You can have a time solo cap too, that's just not as common. But you do have that on a map like Howler or Long, where you have a timed single cap. So it's not completely unheard of. Alright, we have Axis in the puddle here. One's taken out by Toki. Holy's going to toss him in there. But it was a effort. That's 4 down. And there's the 13th cap out for Price is Right. Maybe they're 14th. I think I've lost track at this point. Up by about 700 plus points. And that is the end of the game. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to come over here. That's the first half scores. I'll bring up the second half scores and talk about it, and then see if we have Corey's match started for the 3 o'clock. It is 3 o'clock. We'll just go over this real quick. Toki having a great job on the bar at underpass, along with Allen. Also going positive, dropping 20. Recoil 21-18 is Ally Sniper, and Caleb and Corey with respectable scores as well. Massive blowout there. On Bedtime Now side, Gwish, a.k.a. Sean Luke, had an amazing job on Axis side, all things considered, for how much they're getting pushed back with 22 kills. Had multiple 2Ks, did a really good job. Chewy also did a good job, dropping 19. And Hoolies was able to get 15 in the second half in his first game back. Johnny V with 14. KN didn't do as good on the Axis as he did on the Allies, only dropping 12 on Axis half, and Beluga also dropping 12 with the K9. Let me bring up Corey's stream and see if what's going on over there. Make sure that's live before I raid you over there. It does not appear to be live yet, but we'll leave this up, and won't let me unmute it. But when he goes live, I will raid you over there. I'm pretty sure there is a 3 p.m. game. Let me go over to my Discord here and see what's going on. You doing a 3 p.m. cast? Because I do not see it going on yet, so if you bear with me. If he starts it up, I will live it. If he doesn't start it up, then you're kind of on your own. Let's see if anyone else is streaming at the moment in DoD. We have Corey Price streaming. If you want to watch the end of that last match here from Corey Price's perspective. I'm not sure how much of a delay he has on, or if he's talking about the match, but let's see what's going on there. Got some annoying ads. No response from Corey Marco yet about his 3 p.m. cast. If yeah, we're still in this match on his stream, so he must have quite the delay. We'll sit here and watch this for a little bit till Corey Marco puts his stream back up. And this appears to be the one of the cap outs here.
Recoil, get flag, recoil.
I'll keep it on. Well, he's streaming it, so I guess I don't have to keep it on mute. But that's probably their 12th or 13th cap out there that we just witnessed. He's got quite the delay on his stream here. There's probably a good like 5-minute delay or something, but well, that's the end of that. So let's see if Corey Marco's up yet. No response from him.
They're practicing
like
grenades,
raid the remaining viewers.
which is always a distinct possibility.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the 3 p.m. stream here from Corey Marco. And thanks for tuning in as always.
What I do have is my balls. This is sponsored by my balls. Today's stream. Sponsored by my balls.
Guys. Enjoy the stream.